Julius Malema just said what nobody expected. He called General Mkwanazi emotionally weak and, in the same breath, exposed his secret dealings with Bheki Cele and Shadrack Sibiya. This is not a drill. Stay right here, because this video is about to change everything you thought you knew. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss moments like this.
Police, and this is just coming out, and we should appreciate the fact that this thing is coming out, because to factionalize it is to suggest that certain people are being accused of non-existing things, and me and you are not in a position to can pass such a judgment. I don't think every time a person is arrested we should be alarmed, because people get arrested when there is some prima facie evidence, and that warrant of arrest is ordinarily given by either the magistrate or the judge, depending on the seriousness of the charges. And there should be bona fides that are given to law enforcement. But I don't think there is any factionalism. I think there was a group of people who thought they were untouchable. People who were doing things as they wish, and they thought they were above the law. I mean, let's take Sibiya's case, for instance, and Sintumule's case. They buy fridges and to award good performing police officers in the 9 provinces. And Matlala sponsors them with 10 fridges. They give 9 to police officers and give Sibiya the remaining fridge. So once a person starts stealing even such smallest things, you must know they've been doing big things, and they've been behaving like no one can touch them. And now things are coming out. If you can steal a fridge at that level, not stealing as in you went to steal it, they say, no, it was the remaining one. He was a good police officer, senior, and then we gave him a fridge. He, out of his own conscience, he should have said, they are more deserving police on the ground. Let's identify one and give this fridge to that person. But that is a demonstration of to what extent is the rot in the South African police services.
Yeah, and speaking of General Mkwanazi, have you buried the hatchet with him? I know you were unhappy about what he said about your relations with General Khan. What exactly were you unhappy about regarding the statement he made?
You know, Mkwanazi, firstly, he is very sensitive. He thinks he can't be criticized, or anyone must say anything good about any other police officer except himself. And that has got nothing to do with what he has presented. I will deal with those facts when it comes to the ad hoc committee. I'll participate objectively, and that's me. I don't care about who thinks what about me. I deal with the truth. He goes to Madlanga Commission. He speaks about General Khan. And he says to Madlanga Commission, you remember General Khan is that one who attended a dinner of the EFF. He just throws the EFF into the space where it's not necessary. General Khan he doesn't need a definition of the EFF. It's General Khan who's employed in SABS, and this is his level. He says he exonerated him because he's a good police officer. If anything, the police should have given Khan an award for doing what he did when he stopped some corrupt police from stealing drugs. Then he goes to the ad hoc committee. He speaks very badly of me, and I'm not there. I'm mourning. I've got a funeral at home. I've taken leave of absence to go and attend to the funeral at home. I'm not at the ad hoc committee. He says the things about me which he didn't say when I was there. He says, yeah, some of you MPs here, because that's how he speaks. He speaks us in a very condescending manner, like he's some boss of ours. We will not be pushed around by a police officer. We have not broken the law. The only time a police officer must do that to us is when we've broken the law. Some of you here are praising Sintumule, that Sintumule can be a national commissioner. She can be. She's highly qualified. And I never said she must be. I said, look at your credentials. They get destroyed by a spur of a moment because you interacted with a criminal. And all of that work you did in the police gets destroyed. But if we're to look for a female a national commissioner, you stand a very good chance, but you messed it up by entangling yourself with criminals. That I spoke good about Sintumile, and that Sintumile can be a national commissioner and not him. that is an offense. Because if you don't speak about him as a national commissioner, he takes offense about that. And he says, yeah, Malema, who is known, Khan, who's very known to Julius Malema and all of that. But he doesn't tell how, and he says, I met Malema through Khan. He doesn't tell how he met me. He called, I went, and if we had the media with research capacity in South Africa, you should be playing that clip. I went to a rally in KZN. I criticized him about AKA's matter. I said, Mkwanazi, before he did this July thing, our favorite provincial commissioner, I love him so much, but I'm beginning to have doubts because he's not making a move on AKA's case, where a killer kills such a high-profile person in front of a camera, and we can't find that person. That makes mockery of the whole policing system in South Africa. Sensitive Mkwanazi couldn't take that criticism. He called Khan and asked for a meeting with me. And Khan called me. Khan is well known. Khan is a comrade, well known to me. I knew him from the ANC time. In as much as I know so many of all of them, I'm not an arrivalist in the national politics. I know a lot of people. Khan says, no, there is this guy who is asking to see you. And then I said, okay, that's fine. If you are comfortable and you know him, you can come and we meet. He comes with Khan. Viane Pambu was there. Viane received them into the meeting. And that's when he gave me a brief about AK's case. And said the guys are arrested. But they're not arrested because of AKA's case. They are arrested about something else. I'm just at the tail end of finishing the evidence on AKA's matter. Then I'm going to charge them with AKA's matter. But I would not reveal it. Because if I reveal it, Bheki Cele is going to tamper with this evidence and mess up this case.
So just
of AKA.
To clarify then, he's the one that contacted Khan. Because I listened to that clip again this morning. The suggestion he makes is, Khan, for some reason, you asked Khan then to arrange a meeting with him. And he said in that clip, we didn't need Khan to arrange this meeting. You could have just contacted him directly.
I didn't want anything. I called him for a meeting for what? I didn't want anything from him. What did he? When I called him, he must say I called Khan to call him because of what? You know, I once said in a press conference, General Masemola can't send an email. He can't type. He has got no capacity. He can't send an email. I was told by Mkwanazi in that meeting that Masemola can't write an email. Yeah, he told me that in that meeting. You can ask Khan about it. You can ask Viane about it. And that's when I was confident to say it in public because it came from a credible corp that the national commissioner doesn't know how to send an email and he has surrounded himself with female generals because he's scared of male generals who are going to challenge him because he's got no capacity. And I said that. I repeated that in public in confidence because I was told by him.
There are people who've characterized your criticism of Mkwanazi as an attack. I even saw Mbuyiseni Ndlonzi tweeting that, you know, Mkwanazi must be shielded from all petty, egotistical, pompous, and parasitic attacks. You don't think that was an attack, do you?
No. That's why I'm repeating it. Anyone can hold any view, any short syndrome man's view on this matter. I don't care. I've got my own views and I speak facts. He must never, Mkwanazi, use EFF or Julius Malema or CIC as a swear word to General Khan. If he wants to insult Khan, he says, EFF, Malema, dinner of EFF. What is that? Has got to do with anything. We've never done anything to the guy. He's just attacking us. And you expect us to fold our arms? He says, I met Malema through Khan, suggesting some impropriety. And he lives there. He leaves the sentence there. So once you don't tell the full truth, it amounts to a lie. You're lying. Why are you hiding that you called Khan and you spoke very bad about your minister to me? And you spoke very bad about your national commissioner to me. He must know, Mkwanazi, I'm not scared of a policeman. I've never provoked him. I've never said anything. But he must stop dragging my name. And people say, Malema is saying all of these things because he's got anything to hide. Why would I say that if I've got anything to hide to such powerful people who are arresting people willy-nilly? I mean, look at that security guy, Calvin, in KZN. Mkwanazi goes and litigate with Calvin in court. And then he says, this guy is defaming him and all of that. Rightfully so. Mkwanazi wins. He doesn't wait a day. He goes and apply for search warrant against Calvin himself. Is involved, directly involved in searching Calvin and all of that. I'm not here. I hold no brief for Calvin. But why would you do that when you know you and this guy have got issues? That's an extreme conflict. You should assign someone and say, look, I received this information. Please deal with it, because if I deal with it, it's going to appear like I'm revenging because I was with this guy just yesterday or in the morning with him in court.
Yeah. You have said through the ad hoc committee, there's been hearings after hearings, allegations after allegations, lots of witnesses who've appeared there. Do you think the work of the committee has helped this country at least understand more about the allegations that General Mkwanazi made?
Absolutely. We're seeing arrests now. We're seeing prosecutions. Masamula made one point when he was there, is that since Mkwanazi spoke, we've seen people being prosecuted in Johannesburg, in Gauteng. People who are not being prosecuted and all of that. So all of this helped to get us somewhere. We might not be where we want to be, and we have not finalized our report. Clement, this thing is very simple. You make an allegation, you bring proof. You are not God, you are not Jesus Christ. That it comes from you is truth, even if it's not being backed by anything. That's what other committee is going to be seized with. It doesn't matter whether I hate Senzo Mkhunu or not. I have to deal with the facts. Did he violate the Constitution? Did he go beyond his executive mandate? And if I say so, what am I basing that on legally? Not for political expediency, that he comes from the ANC, I come from the EFF, and therefore I must project the ANC person in a negative light, even when there are no facts. That's not me. I deal with facts before me. And even Mkwanazi, when I go to that committee, whatever he said, we'll deal with it correctly. Let me give you an example. Mkwanazi says, Sintumulo is very manipulative, is a trained intelligence. He must not be trusted. I saw him here saying things and all of that. He must not be trusted. Then he comes back. He says Sintumule, in a police jet, told Masemola and Bheki Cele that Sibiya said they must no longer intervene in their matter between him and Sibiya because the CIC of the EFF is going to intervene. As a result, Cele and Masemola pulled out. Now, because now Sintumule is not saying anything negative about him, Sintumule must be believed that Sintumule was correct. But let me tell you, Sibiya never called me to intervene between him and Mkwanazi. I actually got to know about that when this thing started, that these people have got issues that I didn't know about. But I must tell you, had Sibiya approached me and say there is a fight between me and this general, and I think you are the credible person who can intervene, I was going to do it because I'm not doing crime. Two black African generals are fighting, and they think Julius Malema can mediate to bring us together. I will do that.
How close is your relationship with General Sibiya?
I don't have any relationship with Sibiya. You know, Sibiya started talking to him when they kidnapped Abidi Khale's wife and the child. And I know Abidi Khale. The matter was not going anywhere. And then I called General Sibiya because I know him from Johannesburg City Council. So I called him about that matter, that AB has been trying everywhere. Nothing is happening. It's a head of detectives. So I called a relevant person. And he said, no, we'll deal with it. We'll attend to it. That's it. And then second time I called Sibiya is when Jerry Bushoka's mother called me. She still calls me till today Even on my birthday, she wished me a happy birthday because she's very happy that even if there is no progress, but there seems to be someone who's following up on my child's matter. Why am I doing that? I'm a public representative. I'm a member of parliament. I'm a leader of a political party. When people bring issues to me, I will send them to relevant authorities. I didn't appoint Sibiya as a general of a head of detectives. They said Sibiya is a general head of detectives, meaning if we have any issue with the police, this man is one of the credible people in South Africa. I dealt with him under that context, not because I've got any criminality or any dealings with Sibiya. I don't have anything with Sibiya or anyone. The person I know that we eat from the same plate, we drink from the same cup, is Castle Matal, the Deputy Minister of Police. But when we're together, we don't speak about police, we don't speak about ANC, we don't speak about EFF. We never engage on issues that have got potential to make us have different views.
Yeah.
We are family members. We belong to the same family of Bashabi. And that we found out when we're in a struggle. So our relationship then went beyond issues of politics. But I knew Bheki Cele. I still know Bheki Cele. I still speak with Bheki Cele. But it has nothing to do with what I'm doing in Parliament. And the line of questioning there in Parliament, you could see that my relationship with him has got nothing to do with our, I can't say friendship, but me and him are very cordial. And we're in the ANC together. I know these comrades. But I've got no dealings with him. I've got nothing to do with Bheki Cele. I'm just mentioning these names because they are in the police, as it were.